we don't buy things with money anymore. We buy them with our future. Because today, almost everything you desire, the clothes, the trips, the phone, the life, isn't really owned. It's financed. Capitalism did something genius and dangerous. It found a way to sell not just products, but dreams. And the price tag isn't just dollars, it's your peace of mind, your time, and your freedom. This is the debt of desire. And once you understand it, you'll never look at success the same way again. The origin of the trap. It started small. After World War II, companies realized something. People didn't just want things they needed. They wanted things that made them feel. Cars weren't sold as transportation. They were sold as power. Lipstick wasn't makeup, it was confidence. Credit wasn't debt, it was freedom. Advertising stopped being about the product. It became about identity. And that's when capitalism evolved from an economy of goods, an economy of feelings. The credit revolution. The 1950s gave us the American dream and the credit card. For the first time, you didn't need money to feel wealthy. You just needed access. Credit became the bridge between who you are and who you wish you could be. That's how debt became emotional. It wasn't about survival, it was about belonging. Owning the house, driving the car, wearing the brand, all symbols of being enough. But what happens when everyone's borrowing to play the same game? You get a society where no one can afford to stop running. The modern desire machine. Today, we live inside a machine designed to manufacture desire. Every scroll shows you a better version of your life. Someone richer, hotter, happier. And your brain, wired for comparison, starts calculating what you need to close the gap. New clothes. A new car. A trip to find yourself. But here's the thing, you can't buy self-worth, only rent it. And when the high fades, the payments stay. That's why so many people feel trapped. They're paying monthly subscriptions for identities that never feel real. You're not working for freedom. You're working for validation. The invisible chain debt is the quietest form of control. It doesn't lock you in a cage, it makes you build your own. You think you're chasing success, but you're chasing approval. And the system knows it. That's why it keeps the bar moving. You get a raise, prices go up. You upgrade your car, gas, insurance, taxes rise. You reach comfort, and suddenly, comfort feels basic. Capitalism runs on insecurity. If you ever felt complete, you'd stop spending. So it keeps you feeling almost enough, but never satisfied. The emotional interest rate. Debt isn't just financial, it's emotional. You pay interest in stress, anxiety, and regret. The late-night worry. The hidden guilt every time your card declines. The silent shame of knowing your lifestyle owns you. You're not paying for the thing. You're paying for the story it told you. Every purchase whispers, now you'll feel happy, now you'll be someone. But it never lasts. Because when validation becomes your currency, you'll always be broke. The myth of freedom. They told us that buying things equals freedom. But freedom built on debt isn't freedom, it's dependency. The system sells choice, but all the choices lead back to the same place. Work more, buy more, owe more. And yet we keep falling for it, because it's easier to finance an illusion than to face the emptiness underneath it. Capitalism learned how to sell relief. A temporary escape from feeling like you're behind. And that's the most addictive product ever invented. The rise of emotional debt. There's another kind of debt no one talks about. Emotional debt. It's the gap between who you pretend to be and who you really are. Every time you fake happiness online, you borrow energy from your real self. Every time you chase validation instead of fulfillment, you go further into emotional overdraft. You can max out your mind just as easily as your credit card. And when that happens, no financial advisor can save you. The rebellion of enough. So how do you escape the debt of desire? You stop competing in a game that can't be won. You stop buying identities. You stop measuring worth in consumption. You stop chasing symbols of peace and start building the real thing. That begins with one radical word: enough. Enough isn't scarcity, it's power. It's the point where marketing loses control of you. You can still have goals. You can still want nice things. But you choose them because they serve you, not because they validate you. The real definition of wealth. Real wealth isn't measured in stuff. It's measured in space. The space between income and expenses. Between desire and impulse. Between stimulation and silence. When you widen that space, you stop being owned by the system. Because you can't manipulate someone who's already content. The freedom recession. Here's the final truth. The world doesn't want you financially free. It wants you financially functional. Just comfortable enough to keep consuming, but too indebted to ever walk away. That's not freedom, that's polite slavery. But awareness breaks the spell. When you see the pattern, you stop reacting to it. You stop letting the algorithm write your desires for you. You start living below your emotional means. And that's how you buy your freedom back, one conscious choice at a time. Closing thoughts. The next time you're about to buy something, ask yourself, do I want this, or do I want the feeling I think this will give me? Because if you're chasing the feeling, you're not buying a product. You're taking out another loan against your peace. And that's the real debt of desire. You don't owe the system anything. You just have to stop paying attention in the wrong direction.